But I think my curly hair is a generational curse as well. Just let me tell you this. My grandma had very curly hair, so did my dad. And at that time, Justin Bieber was the wave. So straight hair was the wave. So I was like, how can I straighten my hair? Like, how can I get that like this look? Until I got to high school and this was the wave, and I just let it grow. It makes no sense, but I thought that was a little thing. Like, I didn't break it. I don't even think it's a curse no more, because
dude, we're gonna take a break, because at this point I'm over it. This guy doesn't know what a generation. Yeah, clearly.
That's like me not wanting to go get married through the courts. And Britney's like, no, like, let's do it. Like, I love you. Nothing's ever gonna happen. Like, manipulating me. And then right when we get married, there's another man that she's waiting for, leaves me, takes everything. Like, I could be a model. I could be a movie star. More than half of my earnings will go to her. And, it'll be messed up. Like, that's just an example of what can happen. Now she's leaving me right now as I'm talking. That's crazy. See, she left. I don't gotta give her shit. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the official podcast. This is episode 9. I know we are 2 weeks out. We missed 2 weeks, but it's all right. We were doing a bunch of stuff for 4th of July, and we got shit going on. But don't worry, we are back, and we're gonna be posting every Friday. So today is episode 9. We're gonna be talking about everything in the title you guys read. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the post notification so you guys don't miss another episode of the podcast. If you guys want to see exclusive things that are not on the podcast, go in the link in the description and go to our Patreon. We will link it here and here at the end of today's video as well. And yeah, guys, we've been doing a lot of big things. I'm happy to share that with you guys. We've been working on our clothes, Toxic Love, dropping in the end of July. So it's coming up. Stay motherfucking tuned. Toxic Love from the OG, the best couple out there. So, well, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. And I did start a new boys channel, Boys Are Us. Down in the description, go subscribe.
You guys have been killing it on there.
We hit 20,000 subscribers, guys, and it's all thanks to you guys. So yeah, you guys.
Hey, we're about to hit 100K on the pod. Let's fucking go.
And I'm also gonna be starting a car channel, like on my own. And I'm gonna do like POV driving. If I have made the YouTube, I will link it down in the description, so go subscribe to that. We've just been going multiple avenues, we have a lot of time on our hands, and more things coming on GMB Official, the couples channel. So we're going crazy this year, and I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, we have a bunch of different avenues we definitely want to go down, and we're super excited. Yeah, baby, you've been killing it on the boys channel, and all the boys have been killing it too. I think that the boys channel really gets to share how you are, your personality, not just with me, but even with your boys. And it gets to show the boys' personality too, that you guys are all very good people.
Yeah. And actually, we've been friends since like first grade and like middle school. So it's like a genuine relationship. I've seen people comment, like, I could see the genuine like friendship and stuff. And it's because of that. We've been friends for such a long time. And I've been wanting to actually start a boys channel back when we were in high school, like before like me and Britney even met. Like, I was like, yo, we should start a YouTube channel, like do a bunch of stuff together. We were just like kids, we were still living with our parents. Like, there was a bunch of stuff, so it was a bunch of sacrifices, but at least we did it now and made it happen. So hopefully that keeps riding, because we got a lot of content coming for you guys.
Oh, my Winnie BB.
Oh, my Winnie Bobo.
He's always here.
I love him.
Oh.
He wants to go under.
Sorry.
Damn.
Dude.
All right, baby.
So crazy.
What's the topic of today's video?
You guys, today we are going to be talking about breaking generational curses and just everything. We also do have a Patreon coming up very, very soon. So if you guys want to go watch that Patreon clip, make sure to go click the link down below. That way you can subscribe to our Patreon and be able to watch all of our exclusive. Sir, can you please? I'm trying to talk here. But that way you guys can see all of our exclusive and juicy shit that we cannot talk about on YouTube. But yeah, we are going to talk about our first topic, which is generational curses, that I think that me and Garik have been talking a lot about, even off camera. It's just been popping up in almost every conversation that I have with Garik, or any conversation that I have with other people. It's just been popping up so much because I don't feel like I'm the only one in my family who has broken a generational curse. I think that like my aunt has broken a really strong generational curse. My sisters have both broke strong generational curses. So, do you think that you've broken any generational curses?
Of course I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And I will continue be breaking them. You guys are probably like, what's a generational curse?
So, I think the best way to describe a generational curse is if you see kind of like a butterfly effect. That's like a right example, right? A butterfly effect in your family. So let's say that somebody in the family, this is just, I'm throwing it out there because that's kind of what happened in my family. Let's say that somebody in your family gets pregnant at a very young age, and then now some like brother, daughter, son now gets pregnant at a very young age, and then their kids get pregnant at a very young age, and then their kids. So that's kind of a generational curse, or it's just breaking it. So not having the same habit of certain things that happen in your family, right?
Yeah.
So I really think that it's important to break them, because I really think that sometimes family gets too comfortable with not allowing certain things, but just being okay with certain things, you know? I'm really happy that I was able to break a generational curse. For example, my mom and dad didn't get married. They had kids. And my mom and my dad both had kids very young. And my mom had me at the age 21. And I'm 21. And I don't have no kids. I'm also 21 and about to get married. And obviously, like, our parents have different lives from us, like, obviously. But the shit that my parents were doing at 21, they were not doing what I was doing at 21. Not in a bad way at all. My parents were just definitely down a different road. And yeah, I think it's just very different generations as well.
Yeah, and whenever you see your parents like doing the actions they are doing when you're growing up, it's like you're gonna kind of follow their footsteps. Like, let's say like your dad's an alcoholic and you grow up around that, like you're his son, you know, so you're gonna have those kind of traits. Or that's just an example, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So whatever you see is like whatever you portray and stuff, but you gotta like, I know it's like a traumatic incident in your like life. You could like, instead of going down the wrong path, you could like train yourself. I don't know how I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, you were making sense.
Oh shit! Okay.
You were making a lot of sense.
I think we should keep that in there.
Yeah.
I think we should keep that in there. Low key.
Are you okay? You were doing fine. What are you talking about?
I thought I wasn't making any sense.
You were making hella sense. That was the most sense you've ever made in your life.
Oh, even we is telling me. Oh, damn, that's funny.
No,
but you guys understand what I'm trying to say, you know.
Yeah. So I think that.
What is he doing?
I don't know, dude. He's so random. But I think that.
You think he broke a generational curse?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, he did.
I think dogs are all the same, bro.
No, they're not. I don't even think they have generational curses. I don't even know. But yeah, like me, I do have 2 older sisters. I know a lot of people don't know that, but I do try to mention it. What are you laughing about?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
No.
But I do have 2 older sisters, and my 2 older sisters both don't have kids. They're both 26. So my 2 older sisters, they're 26 years old, and they both don't have kids. And both of our parents we don't have the same. Well, okay, so me and my sister Jasmine share the same dad, and then different moms, and then me and my other sister Vanessa, we share the same mom, different dads. So,
is that considered a sister?
yeah. I mean, that's
Dude, what are you doing?
that's like you and Lilo, babe. Same mom, different dad.
That's different.
Yeah, so those are my half sisters, but they're still my sisters at the end of the day. I don't look at it as like half or whatnot. I look at the bond that I have with my sisters. So, yeah, both of our parents obviously had us like very young, and all three of us don't have kids. We're all in relationships. All of us. We're all in relationships. We all live alone, and we all have lots of animals. So
that's a generation curse right there.
You think that is?
Yes, it is. So you kind of are still kind of in it. Because
I don't think so.
I think your grandma was an animal lover too, right? She loved animals. So it kind of got like passed down. Like,
I'm gonna need
through the attributes of the generation of the universe. It got passed down to her. She's an animal lover.
Babe, no, that's not a generational curse. You're onto something, but
that's just a generational thing then.
That's just liking animals.
But like liking them overly too much. Seriously.
Dude, no.
Your sisters don't even share the same like grandparents.
Yeah.
No, but that's like my family drinking Armenian coffee and like me becoming
oh my god. I don't think you're over here giving a definition to generational curses fine, and then you don't like understand the definition that you just gave yourself.
Proceed.
So yeah, we both are in relationships, and I would say yeah, we're all in healthy relationships. Not that my mom and dad were toxic, but
Toxic Love drop in July, end of July.
A great way to market. Yeah, my parents I don't think had. It was good when it was good, and it was bad when it was bad. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I think every relationship has their bad moments and their good moments and their great moments and their like just all that stuff. So, but I would say that me and my sisters really did break a generational curse because, like, for instance, my mom and dad both had kids at a young age, right? Mm-hmm. And none of us got pregnant at a young age. None of us. Mm-hmm. None of us got pregnant at a young age. And, yeah, I think that just goes to show a lot. Not that, like...
That's not the only thing, guys.
Yeah.
You're probably like...
There's a lot more.
You got to explain it so they understand.
Yeah.
We can't get too deep into it because it's just family. Like, it's not like we're, like, bashing our family or anything.
Yeah,
like,
no.
It just...
We're just talking about personal things that from us.
Yeah, we just want to watch what we say so we don't say it wrong.
Yeah. There's definitely more generational curses that we've broken, but I don't really want to mention too many. I mean, what if I just say our loyalty? Right? Our loyalty. I think me and my sisters are very loyal to our significant others. Just from seeing a lot, I think that it kind of pointed us to not wanting to do that. You know what I'm talking about? Or just any other things. Obviously, you guys might not understand, and it's not that I don't want to tell you guys. If I could tell you guys my whole life story, everything that I've experienced. Recently, actually, when we went to Vegas, my sister came with us to Vegas, and we were outside, and we were just talking about a lot of trauma. Me, my brother, and my sister, my older sister. And Garik was there, and my sister's boyfriend was there, and they're just listening. And I could see, like, their faces are like, holy shit. That's a lot. And I'm just like...
Crazy.
I'm like, yeah, it is a lot.
But I do believe everybody does go through a bad time in
Yeah.
life, and then the light
Especially
comes,
our parents.
if you trust in the Lord.
Yeah, especially our parents. I've always heard this saying that, again, I'm not bashing like my parents. My parents know that I love them a lot, and it is what it is. But I always heard this saying that don't be so hard on your parents because they're also living their first time in life. And
Or your dog.
but I always try to remember that they always have this guy.
That's true, bro. This guy's only seen 11 months. Well, where was he 12 months ago?
In a sack.
Yeah, he didn't know he was gonna be GMB's dog. What the heck?
He was in a weenie ball sack.
So when he takes a shit, I consider like it's his first time in life. You know, I'm gonna show him it's not okay, but he doesn't learn.
Like, I can't stare at you, bro, because I'm just...
Shut up, dude.
Dude, when me and Manny were in class, oh my gosh, bro. Like 10 minutes into the first day of school, he got moved to another classroom.
No way.
One other class, yes, bro. I don't understand what was the issue.
Probably you.
Yeah.
You're the issue.
Oh, funny.
Dude, honestly, if I were a teacher and I saw Garik coming in, I'd be like, oh my God, bro.
She'd be like, suck off after class. I'll be like, all right, Mrs. Britney.
Bro, Britt was on a good track, Gar. Chill,
Okay.
bro.
All right.
This guy. But yeah, where was
Continue,
I?
Miss Rodriguez.
Where was I?
It's your parents' first time living their life.
Oh yeah, it's our parents' first time living their life, and the same way that we all go through hard times, our parents go through hard times, and sometimes the choices that they make aren't the best ones. But
Sorry, I'm listening. I just really need to play with your earlobe. I have ADHD. Do you guys ever play with like somebody's earlobe for like anxiety?
no, babe, no.
I promise.
How about you take over? You take over the podcast.
No, I'm listening.
No, you take over. You take over. You talk about generational curses that you've broken.
I do want to finish what you were saying.
What?
I want to hear what you were saying.
Stop grabbing my ears.
Comment
Like,
down below if you play with earlobes.
We're about to just end this pod right here.
Chill, bro.
What is wrong with you? Who made you this way?
Oh, laughing makes you live longer.
Where'd you come up with that?
Oh man.
You guys, I think Garik needs to create his own book of definitions and just all his own
Nah,
beliefs.
true story. Off topic, but one time I said a word. Did I say this in the last podcast?
Yes, probably. You've said it probably like in 3 other podcasts as well.
Bro, whatever. I said some random ass gibberish ass word, and my 5th grade teacher was like, "You're saying after class because you said some dumb shit." And I was like, "It's a real word," and she slammed the dictionary on my desk. True story. She's like, "Find me the word." I found her the word. She was shocked. I promise. I have a witness in that class. So.
Who?
I don't know. I think it was John. But
Miss Barkley?
yes, it was Barkle. Miss Barkle, if you're watching this, please comment down the word I said. No, bro, it was some like, dude, it was crazy, bro. I couldn't believe I found the word.
Oh my God,
exactly how
this
I
guy.
People crying their ass.
She let me go. I didn't stay after before lunch.
All right, go.
All right, back to the track.
Can we back to the track? This motherfucker meant to say back on track. Back to the track is crazy. All right, can you talk about some generational curses that you've broken?
No, finish because they're gonna roast me in the comments. Come on.
About what?
You were talking.
About what?
How your parents
First time living.
first time living.
Yeah,
Cut
but
her off twice. What she was talking about.
I'm sorry, babe.
if we weren't on camera, I'd probably would have
Beat
dead
the
ass
shit out of me.
back fisted you right now. Like fucking hard as shit.
Do that again.
All
I want
right.
to tit check there real quick. All right, come on.
Don't. I'll fucking make my wiener dog go off on you.
I'll make my wiener go off on you. What the heck?
Dude, leave him alone. He's a weenie BB. He's a weenie BB.
Dude.
He's a weenie BB with his wiener out. A wiener dog with his
All right.
wiener. But yeah, that's why I don't always. I know my parents have gone through a lot, and yeah, the choices that they have made is not 100% correct, but they're learning too. And the best thing about that whole situation now is that they learned and that they're only trying to be better now. And that's like one thing that I look at, but still sometimes I know it's like really bad to say, but I forgive them. I just can't forget it. And me not being able to forget it is the reason why I feel like I keep going back to the forgiving area. What?
Dude, I don't know what he's doing. He's like trying to like fit through this little hole.
I think he wants to lay down. He's tired. Come. Come. Don't growl at me, motherfucker. Come. Oh, he's tired.
Now, what Britney was saying though, you could forgive, but you can never forget.
Yeah. And that's why I think that I keep going back to the whole, like, I feel like not being able to forget sets me back to forgiving. Does that make sense? You don't know, because you keep reminding yourself because you can't forget what you've been through. And then because you can't forget, you sit there and you're just thinking about, okay, I've forgiven them though. But I can't forget it. So it's like, I think a back and forth thing that I have with myself a lot. Like I try not to let certain things that I've like seen like how do I explain that? I try not to let the trauma be my character. That makes sense?
React off of trauma.
Yeah. Like I don't want to react the way that I've seen other people react. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That I just try to be better and not follow in those footsteps.
And try to find yourself.
Yeah. I don't want that to be my character forever.
No, yeah. I think whatever happened to me in my life,
Yeah.
really like the trauma and stuff, I like kind of hide it. And you know, like I don't really show it in my expression and stuff, but certain things that I do, yeah, I could see like, you know, the generational curse thingy, majiggy. But yeah, you just gotta train yourself and, you know, build your mentality.
Where the fuck did this guy come with a water bottle from?
Dude, you're like cutting me off and that's not cool. Like I'll end this podcast right now.
Get up then. Don't get smart with me. All right. I know you don't want the other side.
No,
of
but
your
I think I
lip
do have a generation. I have one thing that I know that's a curse. That's generational, and I think I got it from my dad. When I was a kid, he was like, "We're gonna run in the morning. Wake up 8 a.m. We're gonna go on a run. Wake up. This man's not awake." And I think I do the same
that's
thing. I think I'm like, I'm gonna work out tomorrow, sharp this time. I freaking snooze my alarm and. You know, I think that's just like, I act a lot like my dad.
That's a habit. That's not a generational curse, babe.
Next topic then. Next topic. What's the next topic we're talking about? Because then this is too hard
What
for
the
me.
fuck? Why'd you say talking about?
It's too hard for me.
Babe, a generational curse that you have stopped is becoming a YouTuber, for instance.
Yeah, not going to college.
Has anybody in your family gone to college?
No. I'm not even trying to be funny.
Wait, Arson and Marinka did go to college. They graduated.
They broke a trauma. Or
Yeah, they broke They broke.
So they broke the curse, and I'm in the curse. Yo, I didn't even pick up my high school diploma. It's still at Reseda High School. Yo, Reseda High School. I'm gonna
Somebody's gonna go and pick it up now.
And comment down below if you have my
Hey, comment down below if you guys get. No, I'm kidding. Reseda High School. I will be coming soon.
No, he's not. That's just gonna stay there. They're gonna end up.
It's been there since 2020.
Yeah, it has. Wait, 2020 or 2021?
When did we graduate?
Bitch, I didn't graduate. I dropped out. So
Because of my doing.
no, not really. I was kind of tired of school too.
No, remember I was like, I got this promotion at Mercedes. I'm a porter. Just quit. Like, get out of high school.
He's such a liar.
I'm kidding.
No.
But what's the next topic?
Babe, you didn't even finish talking about your generational curse that you broke. You're a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Do you not see the generational curse that you
Yeah,
broke?
but in 1960, there was no cameras.
Garik, be so for real right now. Did your parents have you at a young age? Well, not you, but did your parents have kids at a young age?
My mom had me when she was 40. What are you laughing at?
Babe, I just said, did they have kids at a young age? I said, not you.
I think, yeah, Lilo, my sister.
You see, you don't have kids at a young age. You didn't follow into those footsteps.
But if I have a kid at 40, I followed footsteps.
Not really, because your mom already had kids prior.
Yeah, I think I did break, like, I don't think, like, any of my, like, ancestors had tattoos. Why are you guys laughing at me, bro?
Because why are you saying ancestors?
No, seriously, like, none of my family members had earrings.
Okay, but that's not ancestors. That's family members. Ancestors are from like
Oh, yeah,
years.
that's generations.
And it's not like a generational curse.
Yeah, it's not a generational curse.
Like stuff like tattoos and stuff.
I think earrings might be a generational
No, but our rule in my
curse,
culture is
right?
like if you have earrings, like it's not it. You're getting kicked out of the household. Like tattoos too. Like
But you're already paying your own bills.
exactly, that's a curse I've broken. I was like, Dad, I'm getting a tattoo. He was fresh out the pen, so he didn't give a fuck.
Okay. Any other generational curses that you broke?
I'm trying to think. I think like all my generation did have big ass noses, but I think I'm in the middle of that. To be honest, I don't know why, because we're from the mountains, our noses grow more. But what do you
No, I
think?
don't think that's why. You got.
I think like
heard that
my dad
Armenians
was
have-
athletic. He was a professional wrestler in Russia. So I think like me and my brother getting to fighting, and we're sportsmen. So I he just drive by kissed me, bro.
Dude.
No, but I don't think that's a curse. I think that's actually a blessing. So I don't know. What do you think?
About what?
I don't think so. I
I'm trying to not laugh.
Hey guys, I promise I'm not like faded, nothing. I'm sober. I'm trying to just think.
I'm trying so hard not to laugh.
Dude, they gonna think I'm a dumbass, bro. I ain't a
They don't
dumbass.
think you are. They don't think you are, Garik. They know you are.
Whoa.
Okay? Whoa,
I ain't the
what?
blonde here.
Nah, but you got the brain for it. All right. I think you broke a lot of generational curses.
Nah, yeah, for sure. Dude, what are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you.
Guys, comment down below
Oh,
your generation.
A generational curse that you broke is marrying a non-Armenian. That's a generational curse that you broke.
Oh yeah, true. Guys, in my culture, you gotta marry like the same race. Like damn near, like my mom was like, when I get out, we're going to Armenia. You're gonna pick a girl. I'm like, bro, what you mean? I'm like 15 years old right now. What's happening?
What are you doing?
Dude, he's bored.
Yeah, he really is.
He's like, what is that talking about? Get me out of here. But I think my curly hair is a generational curse as well. Just let me tell you this. My grandma had very curly hair, so did my dad. And at that time, Justin Bieber was the wave. So straight hair was the wave. So I was like, how can I straighten my hair? Like, how can I get that like this look, like, you know, in front of the face, you know? All the girls were digging that shit. So I'm like, damn, I'm cursed. Until I got to high school and this was the wave, and I just let it grow. Yo.
Dude.
No, I was watching the Minions last night. Deadass. Despicable Me 4. That's why I said grew.
This guy.
Yo. So I really think it makes no sense, but I thought that was a little thing. Like, I didn't break it. I don't even think it's a curse no more, because
Dude, we're gonna take a break, because at this point I'm over it. This guy doesn't know what a generation. Yeah, clearly.
Yo, did Weenie eat my weed because he farted?
All right, you guys, we are back after having to take a break because we had to give a little bit of a definition, even though Garik said the whole definition of a generational curse, but he didn't understand it himself. He was just, I think, like speaking a part of his dictionary, part of his brain, and then didn't understand it. His comprehension
Just don't
part.
understand my intelligence. Okay.
You're right. I forgot about that. But we are going to be moving over to Patreon very soon, because we are going to be talking about everything wedding, and we don't
Babies?
but we don't have a specific date yet. So, but we are going to be talking ideas,
Like
and
how we want it done and
everything.
Yeah.
We're excited. So
there's one more thing we're going to be talking about. But just go, stay tuned. It's going to get juicy.
yes, but our next topic that we are going to be getting into is certain ways that we want to raise our children one day that I feel that will leading up to it, will be another broken generational curse with the way that we raise children versus the way that our parents or anybody else in our family has raised children before.
Yeah.
I think everybody has a different way of parenting, and it's not right and it's not wrong. So I'm not coming after that. I'm just saying, like, certain things that I would want to change from what, like, I've seen in my family.
Yeah, so I do want to talk about that generational curse thing again. My parents, I think they got married in jail. So they were boyfriend and girlfriend until the age of 60. So yeah, I think I broke that generational curse.
Yeah, that is a broken generational curse. You got married.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to get married. I consider me and Garik married already.
Yeah.
That's another thing too that me and Garik don't want to do. Me and Garik don't want to get married on paper, because we just think that it's not something that you have to do, is tell the government that you're married.
Yeah,
I get
bullshit.
I think I
don't gotta be on
understand.
paper.
Yeah, I think I understand why people get married through paper, and that's, I think,
I understand. I'll tell you why. What I understand. I understand is because
okay, but don't take
the girl could freaking dip
Don't
out on
take-
you and take all your money type shit.
don't take somebody in
No,
your
that's
family
happened
members.
to my brother, my half brother.
I know, but don't take that. Okay, but that's one person that's happened to. Don't take one person's experience.
No, it's happened to a lot of people, I bet.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it happens a lot more often than you think, to be
Yeah.
completely
And
honest.
I don't think that's
actually.
fair. Just because you freaking went and signed the paper, you're in love with that person.
Yeah.
And you're blindingly like signing a prenup and not knowing what the other person has in the back of their mind. Like,
Who like made that a thing to sign a
dude,
prenup?
John F. Kennedy, I don't know. Somebody.
This guy. But yeah, me and Garik don't want to get married through paper. We want to have somebody come and bless our marriage and marry us like that. Because back then, before getting married through the government, through papers and through court, people would just get married with a pastor, right?
Yeah.
A pastor would marry them and say,
The government don't need to know.
because I don't think marriage needs to be official through court, or it needs to be official through the government. I don't really think that that's true. I think that if you give a vow to God and you give your promise to your partner, and a pastor is blessing the marriage and also marrying you through the vow that you give to God, then I think that that's all that matters, to be honest. I don't think that having to get married through court or the government is what makes it official.
Yeah.
What makes it official is saying your vow and putting that band on each other and now making a promise to each other of, I will love you through sickness and in health and through everything. I think that that's what really makes a marriage official.
Yeah, so to all the guys out there about to get married and their significant other wants to go through the government and stuff, just that's a little fishy, you know?
I don't think
Just
it's fishy.
backstep a little bit.
A lot of people do it, I think, for
No.
certain reasons of
That's fishy.
this
That's
guy.
like me not wanting to go get married through the courts. And Brittany's like, no, like, let's do it. Let's do it. Like, I love you. Nothing's ever going to happen. Like, manipulating me. And then right when we get married, there's another man that she's waiting for, leaves me, takes everything. Like, I could be a model. I could be a movie star. More than half of my earnings will go to her. And, you know, it'll be messed up. Like, that's just an example of what can happen. Now she's leaving me right now as I'm talking. That's crazy. See, she left. I don't gotta give her shit.
Yeah, I left you for another man too.
It's my weenie baby he left me for.
Dude, these freaking pups coming.
My weenie's gonna be my best man.
You really think so?
No, I'm kidding. But he's gonna be there for sure with the tux.
Yeah. I think all of our dogs are gonna be at our wedding.
Yo,
with the
what if we
tux.
be the first couple like a dog like marries us?
How would that happen, Garik?
Exactly.
Are we back on this right now?
Yep. I'm waiting for you.
I'm waiting for you.
What?
What?
I finished my point.
Your point of what?
Generational curses.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think that I would just want to have a pastor that me and Garik both trust and marry us there and yeah, be married. I don't think that there's any paper I would want to sign to confirm you guys are married. It's like,
That's just to put Mr. and Mrs. on like government paper.
yeah, like on government papers.
Like,
yeah.
bruh.
Oh, that's another thing too, is me and Garik are planning on changing our last names.
Yeah. To Beckingham. Garik Beckingham and Britney Beckingham.
Yep. You heard it here. But no, we are planning on changing our last names.
I'm not gonna say what to what.
Yeah, but we are planning on changing our last names. But I think that's also gonna be another generational curse that we break.
Maybe Osborne. The Osbornes.
But I think that's gonna be another generational curse that we break. Is
Our last names. We're gonna start a new generation if you think about it.
yeah, we are.
We're
we
gonna
are.
be the beginning of a new generation.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because if you really think about it, okay, yeah, your last name, oh my god.
I think last name is very.
Ancestors.
I think last name is very important when it comes down to, for instance, I've been watching that, like I was fixing you, you're gonna fall off and you growl at me. Whatever, fall off then. I don't give a fuck. And I was watching, I think Bridgerton. I was watching Bridgerton, and then I've been watching a lot of Disney movies lately. I've been on a Disney princess spree. I've been watching every Disney princess movie recently, and I think that when it comes down to kings and queens and princes and princess, is that I think that's when last name really matters.
Yeah.
Because now you have a throne to uphold and to keep that what is it called? There's like
Royalty.
a specific that royalty in that family to keep it going. But
Yeah. But like if you ain't no royal, like you could change your last name to Snickers.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you can. But
Look at
I think me and Garik are gonna change our last names on not like we're gonna have our last names still, but from now on, like for instance, when we have our first kid, when we have our first baby, we're gonna make their last name be our new last name. So then that generation can start. And I think for like any other things like signing paperwork, for instance, like when you buy a house, you sign paperwork and you have to put your legal last name. But I don't think that our last names, our new last names, would you want to make it legal? You would want to do it through court? Would you want to do that? Because then it's like we have to go and change every single thing. We have to change.
It's not really a hassle if we
IDs.
like put our effort into it, but
Yeah.
we're just gonna have to do it one day.
Yeah.
So maybe before.
Like you would want to go get a new passport, a new ID, new driver's license.
You'd probably have to do that, yeah.
You would have to change everything, even car-wise, I think. Taxes. Fuck.
Hell no.
Taxes.
I'll just file my taxes under that other person. And I won't even do taxes, and they'll be like, "Where is this guy?" And then like
They're gonna know.
And
There's
Osborne
your
will be
last name
side-eyeing
is
from the
changing.
side right there.
Your last name is changing, not your first name. How many Gariks are in this world?
You're right, actually. It'll be very hard for me, but there's a bunch of Britneys.
Yeah,
They're
but
gonna go after Britney Spears.
how many Britneys with that last name that we're gonna change your last name to are there? You think there's a lot?
Britney Osborne, hell no.
Oh my gosh. This guy's on Osborne. But yeah, there's so much paperwork that you have to do. I just think that taxes and with all of our corporation stuff, because me and Garik do have corporations. I think that we should talk about that on the next podcast, is giving people a little bit of advice on things that we wish that we did sooner with being self-employed and certain things that you can do. So I think that we'll talk about that on the next episode, possibly with a guest of certain things that we would suggest that people do with being self-employed. It doesn't even have to be social media. It can be any other avenue for work. You can, we just want to give our opinion and our suggestion of what people really should do. And people who do want to start or who even are on the come up already with social media, or people who want to start social media, just advice that we would give to people who are interested. But yeah, we were talking before we got onto this subject, we were talking about certain things that we would want to change with our kids. Like, how would you, do you think that you would, obviously you would, I think everybody raises a girl and a boy very differently, you think?
Yeah.
I think, for instance, my two older sisters, my parents were very hard on, like really hard on. My mom was really hard on my two older sisters, and me, she was a little bit easier, but she was still hard on me. My mom was still hard on me. When it came down to school, my mom was always doing parent-teacher conferences like all the time. Sometimes my mom would text me and be like, "I'm at your school for a meeting."
If it's me, I ain't even answering the principal. Principal calls me, "Yo, Lil G got in a fight." I'll be like, "That's my boy."
Shut up. No, you wouldn't. You're such a liar. He's such a cap. But Garik was saying that he doesn't want to put his kids into school, like regular school.
Yeah, fuck that. Especially nowadays, babe, think about it. When you were born, it was Generation Y. Now we're in Generation Z. Gen Z. So imagine, by the time we even have kids, it might be generation now I know my ABCs. So it's going to be a whole new generation. Like, the things coming out in these schools nowadays is very bad, and I don't think I would want my kids to take that in their brain, because anyways, they ain't teaching us shit, honestly.
But you wouldn't want your kids to experience school. Like, for instance, you know how okay, let me give an example. You know how you made all your friends
Yeah.
in first grade?
Yeah.
How would your child do that?
Back then, it wasn't bad to go to school, in my opinion. When I was going to school, it was normal.
I just don't think that it was talked about very often.
I don't know. It was really normal when I was going to school. Maybe the food was shit, but that's it. I had a lot of fun.
I think my biggest fear for putting my kids into...
First of all, COVID messed up kids in a very bad way.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are like antisocial now. So when they go to school, like, you know what I mean? It's not the same. Ever since COVID, something like drastically changed. Like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, he doesn't say, it's that Mandela effect where he's like, Luke, I am your father. Like, bro, what? Before COVID, I remember the other thing. So I don't know what happened, but a lot of things changed.
Yeah, there's something with the Captain Crunch thing too.
Dude, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but
Like,
it's a different time zone to have a kid.
It's
now,
not
for sure.
Captain Crunch, it's Cap'n. Capn Crunch. It's not Captain Crunch. It's
No,
Captain
it used to
Crunch.
be Captain. I don't care.
Yeah, I thought
don't
it used to
choose
be Captain
No,
too.
it is. It
Because
probably
isn't he
is.
wearing a hat that he's a captain?
Dude, I'm telling you, they're trying to mess with us. But yeah, it's just a different. Like, if I had a kid right now in 2025, my kid is born in 2025, not in 2001, like me. So that's a 20-year age gap, and the schools are just gonna be weird and teaching my kids the wrong things that wouldn't even want my kids to learn. You know, so yeah, that's what I think.
What was I saying before you cut me off though?
My dick's big. I don't know what.
Jeez. I forgot what I was saying, but you were like, sorry, babe. But
My bad.
this is what I was talking about. I think that the number one thing that I'm really scared about public schools and private schools is a lot of the, I don't want to say it because I don't want to get demonetized for talking about it. A lot of the a lot of the lockdowns and bad intentions that people have towards schools.
Yeah, there's
That's
no
my-
safety. I'm literally walking with the AR in my backpack. Nobody will know. Literally. When I was in school, like, someone came with the strap. He didn't, like, really do anything to anybody, but he still, like, had a freaking gun, you know, like, in the school. So I just think it's, like, not safe at all. I would not want my kid to go in a public school. I probably would put him in a private school or homeschool.
Your
to be
nephew,
honest.
your nephew.
I'm a great
recently-
teacher. Huh? I could teach my kid.
No.
Like, I wish, like, you go straight in. Like, okay, elementary is all about fun. I understand. Middle school
Okay,
is
would
like
you
an
have your-
awkward stage. But I think, like, imagine, like, you could choose what you want to learn. Like, I loved cars when I was
Like
a little
Divergent?
kid. No, like, when I was a little kid, I loved cars. Oh, teach me about making an engine. Like, I want to, like, I love my car collection.
That's like
but-
Divergent.
What do you mean?
Have you guys ever seen the movie Divergent? Is basically there's I think like 4 or 5 topics.
I ain't dying a virgin. What are you saying right now, bro? Look,
No, it's a movie. It's actually a series. Like it's a book. It's like multiple books, but they made it into a movie. So Divergent is basically I think like 5 different things, and people can choose what they want to do. Either I think they choose it or it's a random selection. I don't.
damn, I want to watch that.
I don't know. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. And basically, it's like, okay, for instance, let's say that you want to be more into agility. It's basically surviving the world. So I think the world is like ending somehow, and I don't know too much, so don't quote me. I haven't even seen the movie, but I've seen clips of it. And basically, I think the world is ending, or the world already has ended. So but teenagers are trying to figure out how to still live on the earth, but preparing themselves for
Yeah.
certain things that are out there. So, for instance, like there's like this one topic that's like agility, and they have to like jump walls, or they have to like, I think, fall down from like a tall ass building, and they have to fall down and trust like falling down from that building, and nobody wanted to do it. And that really just shows how much courage you have to be in that what is it called, in that section of that agility thing. So you have to really show how much courage you have to do it. And a couple of people, they would jump down, and finally they realized that when the first person had jumped down, they survived. Obviously there was a ginormous trampoline at the bottom that they can't see because it's pitch black when they look down. So it's pitch black, so everybody's like, no, like, I don't trust this. And they're like, well, let's see how much courage you have. Do it. And yeah, like, I think the first person did it, and then they yelled, and they were like, woo, and then the next person did it, and the next person did it, and the next person did it. So just stuff like that. Like, you want to be able to pick what you want to do.
Yeah.
That was just an example. Sorry.
Like when we're in elementary, obviously we're kids. Like I wrote on my paper, I want to be Batman. You know, so
I'm gonna roll. I want to be a jellyfish when I grow up.
exactly. So we're little kids. So I guess I think socializing in like elementary is cool and all.
Yeah.
And then middle school, socializing is still good because we're still like in that weird awkward stage. We look like freaking, we look like freaking, what is it called?
Garik always says that.
We look weird. We look mutated. And then in high school, we start getting like our features and whatever brain is developing.
What
more.
age did you hit puberty? Sir.
I don't know.
You don't remember what age you started, like,
10th grade? I don't know.
really? Your voice started cracking in 10th grade?
Yeah, 10th, 11th. But whatever. So I'm saying like I think in high school stage you should be wanting to do what you want, like I'm not a mechanic, but like cars, building sick cars, you know, like
Yeah.
all this.
And I
or
think that
like,
that's what...
if you want to be a doctor, like train
Yeah.
to be that. Because by the time 4 years in high school, you learn all that stuff. You go to college, boom, you should already like be in med school and like.
That's what I think in middle school and in high school. They have electives.
Bullshit
And-
ass electives. Like I was in a
No.
drawing class for 2-3 years. I don't know how to draw still.
You're in what?
Like calligraphy, like
Calligraphy
drawing,
is cursive, isn't it?
Drawing. I've been drawing since elementary. I don't know how to draw. Like stop making me draw. I don't like it.
I didn't do calligraphy. I had
Wayne, what are you doing back there?
I had Mr. Series. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
He's in drama.
No, seriously, straight up, fuck him.
I like
I
drama.
sat on the ring, on the bell, and he freaking sent me to the deans, like on the bell. Like it was weird. Hater
Really?
vibes. Yeah, hater vibes.
Mr. Series liked me a lot.
He had
But
intestine problems.
He
like,
you know what's crazy is Mr. Series.
fuck that guy.
Mr. Series told me we would have to do improv in drama. You never did it, huh?
Nope.
Did you sit in the back? I would always sit in the front.
I don't know.
I'm not
where
gonna
it's
lie.
at.
I would always sit in the front of drama, and we would have to do improv.
I had him for English.
Oh no, I had him for drama.
Whatever. I went in your computer. You
Wait, is that the
stupid
same
bitch, and I
teacher? Am I
changed my
talking about the
grade
same teacher?
from
yeah,
a
it
D
is,
to
right?
a B.
He did both.
Yeah, theater class also.
Yeah, he had theater. That's what drama was, and I did drama, and I would always have to do improv. Improv was so fun. Honestly, we should do that for a video. Going to improv class. Oh, that would be so fun.
Down.
Because in improv class, basically, they tell you, for example, they're gonna give you a cup. They're gonna give you a cup, and they're gonna give you a time and place and who you are, and you have to incorporate your cup into that time and place and who you are. So let's say that we're two bad bitches, and the time is like now, and we're on our way to the club. So you now have to create a whole scene of how you would incorporate the cup, and you would have to be a bad bitch with me, and we would have to pretend that we're going to the thing. Like, go do it. We're gonna improv. Ready? You have to incorporate the cup, but you have to be a bad bitch.
Okay.
And we're going to the club. Okay? Oh my god, bitch! How have you been? Are you ready to go to the club? Get fucked up?
I'm ready, bitch. This cup got me fucked up. But this ain't gonna be my last one, bitch. So let's go to the club and get fucked up.
Do you want to take an Uber, or do you want
I would
to...
love to my face in your titties, huh?
And scene. See?
If
That's
you
how...
want your water. That's what he was looking for. All right.
Interrupted ASMR. Weenie baby. And yeah, so that basically that's what improv is. And I would do improv a lot. My gosh. I would do improv a lot. And I remember Mr. Series would always tell me, you're really good at improv. I feel like you're going to be an actress one day. You have that personality for
Should
it.
been like you a
He would-
pussy.
Garik, I had him for drama, so it was different. Maybe he was harder on you for English because you don't comprehend English. So maybe that's why.
Bro, there should.
Why is it that every teacher had
I
a
want to
problem
say a
with
lot,
you?
but it's cool.
Why did every teacher have a problem with you? No teacher had a problem with me.
I don't know.
No, every teacher loved me.
I picked up my chair and I
No,
threw it
that just goes to show.
No, because he sent me to the dean's office for sitting on the ring of the bell. Like, what type of shit is that, you old fuck? I got detention because of that. I picked up my chair and I threw it at him.
But that just like really shows, babe.
I was about to fade him.
Teachers had, if every
I was about
teacher
to hit him straight in the intestines.
If every teacher that you're talking about did not like you, then maybe you were the problem.
I had teachers that loved me. Like, I've gotten offered to get my ass eaten. Like,
please.
I'm kidding. That's totally a lie.
This guy. But I was never a problem child. I was
lying, babe. Don't get jealous.
I'm not getting jealous. Trust me. Was it Miss Mangawa?
I was a guy. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. Miss Mangawa did not like me. I don't know why.
Effort too then. But yeah, and I think schools don't teach about credit, taxes, none of that shit. So I just think putting my kid in a public school, especially in this time of period, is like not okay. That's just me as a parent.
Did you guys ever take government?
Babe, can we not talk about school? I
didn't
hate
take
school.
Okay, but I was just asking if you ever took government. I never took government.
I did.
You did? Was
Yes.
it bad? I heard it was hard.
I was fooling around with Matt. I don't know. I don't remember.
I heard it was really
My
hard.
teacher got arrested mid-semester. Huh?
They teach you about taxes.
No, it was Taft. No, it was middle school. I had government in middle school. And my teacher got arrested for smoking weed on campus or something. Dead ass. Mr. Mizell?
Well, that wasn't really government. That was an elective.
Whatever, bro. He got arrested. Like, that could traumatize a kid.
My fifth grade teacher got.
His class was actually interesting. He was teaching me about, like...
It was interesting because he was high as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was faded. He put on, like, How to Save Orion. The soldier movie. Private Ryan. Yeah.
How to Save Orion.
My bad. I think he Ryan's Toys R Us got mixed up with that. But I don't know. He put on movies, and some classes I enjoyed. Like one class, like we would watch movies, and this was in Reseda High School, which is a very good school. It's way better than Taft. Fuck Taft. Reseda High School is not ghetto. I think like I went there 2 years. It was actually really good. Like there's obviously hot Cheeto girls over there, but you know. But
This guy.
yeah, football team was amazing. It's probably, I don't know how it is now, but I had a movie class that we would watch movies, and we would like everything about it. We would journalize about it. Like we would write like,
Oh, what you take from the movie?
yeah, like what's the plot? What's the, you know? That's interesting. That makes you use your brain.
Summary of the whole
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, that's actually super cool.
Yeah. She was a cool teacher.
But you see, if with raising my kids, this is how I would love to raise my kids. I would love to raise my kids on a farm and start my kids off not very young, but at a certain age to not make them, but have the choice to just be outside and enjoy the farm life and do things around the farm. And
limited time on their iPad.
yeah.
Especially
I would want to have so many activities.
No iPads, actually.
I would want to have so many. No, I think
Not iPads, because that's right in their face.
yeah, I
My
don't think
nephew's wearing
iPad,
glasses
but-
because of that.
Yeah, I don't think an iPad, but I definitely think
TV's
TV
fine.
time.
Yeah, like PlayStation, like no, you can't sit in front of the TV.
Yeah.
Far away. And limited time.
Same thing happened
You
to
can't
Gunnar.
play for hours.
Yeah, the same thing happened to Gunnar, where Gunnar would play on the Xbox so close to the TV, he would like see the pixels. And I remember telling Gunnar, back away from the TV, back away from the
Yes,
TV.
it's very
I
bad
remember
for your
one time,
eyes.
I went and I stood in front of the TV and I said, back away from the TV. And they all thought I was mean. They were like, you're so mean to Gunnar. Why are you so mean to Gunnar? And I'm like, he's going to mess up his eyes. I'm like, do you guys not care? And then eventually, yeah, Gunnar had to go in because his eyesight got really bad and he needed glasses. Still, I think
Yeah.
now he needs glasses, but I don't
That's
think
a
he
big
wears them
part
anymore.
on my parenting that's gonna happen. If they mess up, I'm taking your whatever you got electronic. You're gonna read a book. That
Yeah.
every wimpy kid.
I definitely would want to.
If I'm really, really mean, and if I'm really like, she don't give me no. You know what I mean? If wifey ain't satisfying me, like I'm gonna be really mad. So I'm gonna put a black book in front of him and be like, read this, read all the.
Do you want to get smacked in your mouth right now? Talking about satisfying.
No, because look, let me tell you this.
Women get tired.
Whenever I went to freaking football practice, my coaches would react off of that. Okay. So when he wasn't getting coochie, we would run 12 laps.
Okay, and that just goes to show
when he was getting coochie, we were running 1 lap.
Okay, but that just goes to show that that man is weak then.
Yeah, true. That's not me. I was joking. Babe, I was just joking, babe.
Yeah, you better be joking. Because women get tired. You know, women, I'm always going to be on your side.
We're going to be 99 years old.
I'm always on your side, women. Women get tired. And it's not a woman's job to sit there and satisfy a man for every single need that he has. Like, kids are a lot. I have 5 dogs, and I'm not comparing my 5 dogs to kids. Obviously, there's different, but my dogs do take up a lot of my time. And
babe, I was just saying, okay, damn, you're going way too deep into this. I was just saying, like,
because women do get tired. A woman does not need to satisfy a man
instead of like a yellow book.
Yeah, but women get tired too. Women get tired, and
so do men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything about men getting tired. You're just sitting here and saying if a woman is not satisfying her man.
I was joking.
Good. Now swallow that joke and shit it out.
And I'll eat it right again.
Anyways.
No, but yeah.
I would want to raise my kids on a farm.
And I would want to be there for my kid. Mm-hmm. That's the curse I would want to break. So, like, yeah. That's it.
I get you.
Simple. Period. Poo.
I think that you would be me and Garik were talking about this the other day, the difference between having a boy and having a girl. I think Garik would want to do such boy things with his boy, obviously, like any other. I think Garik
I'm shooting him out of a cannon. With the helmet on.
That doesn't justify.
Okay, knee pads. Elbow pads.
No, I think you would love to take your kid to karate and boxing and be there.
I'm the teacher, honey. 10 years of experience. Oh. I said experience so fast, you guys didn't even hear it correctly.
No, I think that you would want to do that type of stuff.
No, yeah,
I would.
For sure.
You want to know what else I would want to do with my kid? I would want to teach my kids how to work with the dogs.
Yeah.
Like training. The way that we're working with Kratos right now is like military grade training.
Oh yeah, I would teach my gun how to wield a weapon for sure.
You teach your gun how to wield the weapon?
No, my son, my bad. Or my daughter. I will. She's shooting an AK at 5.
Yeah, I would want to do all that
but with
stuff.
My supervision.
But you see, I would want to do that stuff on a farm because I would want my kids. Yeah, I would want my kids to be on the farm and grow up around the farm life and come outside with me and come outside with you when we feed the chickens, when we feed all the animals, the horses. I would want to go on horseback rides with my kids and take them everywhere. And then I want to have acres to a point where we can have our own little shooting area. And like when I have a daughter and a son at an age, I think at an age of
when we were shooting at Vegas, there was like a dad and his little son.
Yeah, but that kid
being
was like
outside.
8. That kid was like 8. He was 8.
Bro.
Yeah, he was 8. He was 8. He was not
whatever.
like
he was still
he was not like 5.
Like,
yeah, 8. I didn't
know about guns when I was a little kid. Like,
I think
I thought that was bad. Like people just make it look bad. Like that's just to protect your life, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, we live in a world where it's like so evil where these won't cut it. Vaughn tried using these.
Yeah, I would definitely want to teach my kids all that stuff, especially my daughter. I would want to put my daughter into karate classes too, into boxing. And it's not because I would want my daughter to be like a boy. I wouldn't want that. I would just want my daughter to have protection.
And knowledge. It's just knowledge.
Yeah.
Like, but knowledge is good for a human brain.
Mm-hmm, but I would definitely teach my kids how to, work with the dogs. Especially like Kratos and all of them with like...
Help mom out with the groceries. Put away the groceries.
Yeah. It's not just chores. It's being attentive. Having a kid that's there and not always like, what, mom?
Freaking at the
Okay,
dinner table with an
Mom.
iPad in front of their face. No, that's not running by me.
Yeah, I would definitely want my kids to not be independent, but know how to do things on their own for later on. For my son, I would definitely want to for my son, I would want to work with patience and with anger control and with the way that you talk and being always attentive to, people. It's just something like, for instance, Gunner at a very young age, my mom worked full time and my dad was just kind of in and out at times. It's kind of hard, but
Kids need both their mom and their dad in their life.
yeah, and so both of them were just kind of like a little occupied, obviously, and it was me and Gunner a lot of the time, and I would do a lot of chores around the house because my mom was at work, and I remember sitting there, and some days I'd be like, oh my God, why do I have to do this? Like, I'm not. Like I want to be a kid. I don't want to do this. But then I realized I was helping my mom out a lot, and by doing that type of stuff, like when the dishes were dirty, and my mom comes home from working all day. My mom doesn't want to sit there, and my mom didn't have a man in the house, so I would remember, okay, me doing the dishes for my mom really helps her because she just worked from 9 to 5, and her coming off of work and now having to make dinner and do dishes and take care of us. It's a lot. So when I would see that the dishes were there, I would clean them. Or my mom would text me, hey, can you load dishes in the dishwasher? And then I realized I'm helping my mom out. Like my mom is paying to provide for us. So I need to help out in that way. And Gunner would start to see that as well. Because I would tell him, hey, Gunner, like, you need to pick this up. You need to do this. And I remember he would always be like, why? Why? And I would yell at him and I would be like, Gunner, like, you have to help out. Like, you have to help out. It's just.
Exactly. See, if you guys were trained that earlier,
And
it
now,
wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. And now the
parenting was right.
Yeah. And now I get the whole wanting to be a kid thing. I really do. But sometimes a little.
It's a hard world. It's an evil world. You gotta, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't want a kid. I wouldn't want
it ain't rainbows and sunshine.
Like I wouldn't want my kids to like work like 9 a.m. Everybody up, do laundry.
We're gonna be doing hella fun shit together. Like
I'll be doing so much fun stuff.
Target runs, freaking slip and slides in the backyard, pool, barbecues, like everything.
Yeah.
But there is gonna be like, okay, lock in, like boom, this, that, boom.
Yeah, because now my brother being at the age where he would have to help me and my mom out. I'm not gonna lie, my mom didn't give Gunner a really easy life. She really did because he was the baby and he was the young one. So my mom was like, he's just a kid, like he's just a baby. So my mom would always say that. Like for instance, it would be me, my mom, and Gunner for a very long period of my life. It was just me, my mom, and my brother. And like grocery shopping, my mom would have to get groceries, like a bunch of groceries. And it would be me and my mom bringing up groceries. And I was probably around like 10, 11 years old, and I would have to bring up the groceries. And I was like, can't Gunner carry anything? My mom's like, no, he's little. And I'm just like, but he can help carry like 3, But my mom was took it always easy on him. But then I started making him do that. I started telling my mom, he needs to do it. Mom, he needs to do it. He's not going to be a kid forever. He's going to eventually grow up, and one day he is going to have a wife. And having him be attentive that way is preparing him to not have a woman tell him what to do. I would want to prepare him to be helpful, like as helpful as he could be. Like even now, Gunner is staying with us for summer, and my brother's so helpful and super attentive. Like every morning, Gunner, not every morning, but most mornings, Gunner, like I'll hear him wake up and I'm waking up and he has already let my bigger dogs out to use the restroom. And he's like, I already took them out to use the restroom. I'm like, cool. And then
see how that helped him?
Yeah.
So imagine if that change didn't happen in his life. He would be selfish, he would be stubborn, he would
or just not attentive.
Yeah, non-attentive, like no, but like all that stuff
Yeah.
lies in like how you're raised and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Before my sister took us in for custody after everything that happened in my life, I had a freaking caretaker. I didn't know how to do my own laundry. Like in my culture, is like the woman's got to do the dishes, the laundry. So I didn't know none of that stuff. When I met Britney, it was like really new to me, and that could have been a problem in our relationship,
Yeah.
But we work things out, and that's why I'm saying, like, I think skills are really cool to have. It's like having, like, in a game where you have skills, you level it up. It's just like that. So
Yeah. I think that I think it's very different for your culture, because I can understand that if a man is a provider and he's providing for the kids and his woman, and the wife is a stay-at-home taking care of the children and also making sure that the house is clean and that dinner's on the table for your man to come home and, have a nice dinner after he's worked all day. I can totally understand that, because that's also in my culture, like with like my mom and my dad. And my mom and my dad both worked, so it was a little different. But in the Hispanic culture, that happens a lot, that the man is usually the provider and will be out working all day, and then the mom is the stay-at-home mom, and she has to cook and clean and take care of the kids and all of that. So I can definitely understand that. But now that me and you make money together and we're both providers, not just for like each other, but for our lifestyle, it's a little different, because not that we go 50-50 on things. We make money together, so I don't think that there is a 50-50. It's our
whatever is mine is hers, whatever hers is mine.
Yeah, our money that we make.
Simple.
Yeah, our money that we make together, it goes towards the same things. So it's not like, okay, I have to pay. I don't know how to.
Whatever I just said, it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
But everything that we make together has to go towards the same thing. So that's why I'm saying that I think it's a little different between me and you. That if you were a full-time provider and, like, I had just the dogs, or let's say that I have a baby and you were full-time providing all the time, and then remember when I was in school and you were working at what's it called? Mm-hmm. You were working at Mercedes yes. And you were working all day, but I was still in school, and I didn't have a job, but I was in school, and I would cook and clean. All the time.
I know what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah.
But
and
still, so, that's just how it was.
Yeah. But I understood that I had to cook and clean because you were providing, right? So that's why I think it's a little different between me and Garik now. Don't get me wrong, I do be doing a lot, but that's just because, first off, I don't like the way that Garik puts his clothes away. I don't.
Exactly. Girls just do it better in that way. Like, imagine, like, okay,
like Garik puts his socks,
throw out the trash. Like, I'm not gonna have the woman throw out the trash.
Yeah.
Like, the guy has to, like, it's just different jobs. Like, in the house. Like, if you had a daughter, boom.
Like, I would do her hair.
No, like, we would obviously teach them how to do both the dishes and the laundry, but also, like, I wouldn't want my daughter to throw out the trash,
Yeah.
Like that. My son would have to do that.
Yeah.
Certain things.
But I wouldn't want to do it at such a young age that it's like, I would want to teach them. Like, let's say, for instance, that
be there in their life. Yeah, talk to them.
Like, let's say, like,
tell them what's up.
Yeah, like, let's say that we have like a 7-year-old one day. We have like a 7-year-old son, and you go throw out the trash, and you say, like, whatever your name is, come with me.
Gar Jr.
Whatever. You're like, whatever.
No, say it.
But yeah, I would want to do that. Or if I'm cooking, I would want my daughter to be like on a little stool next to me, and I would want to.
Lilo does that.
Yeah, I would want to.
Cool. I know what you mean.
I would want to do that with my daughter. I would want to like show her like, okay, like you have to put this in, and you have to. But I would also want to do that with my son too. I would want to do that with my son, where like if I'm making pancakes in the morning, I'd want to teach him how to make pancakes. Like, okay, this is how you make pancakes, and this is what you have to do, or just anything like that. I don't think that people should look at it so much as chores at all, because
you gotta make it fun.
Yeah, because I think that in our cultures, like for instance, like in your Armenian culture, I think that like did anybody ever tell you like, come over here and like watch me cook? No. Did they ever sit there and say like, come, like, no, you're gonna learn how to do your laundry. Like, we're gonna teach you how to fold. We're gonna teach you how to do this.
Yeah, when I was 16 years old playing GTA 5, like I did not want to do that shit. I was trying to go to Los Santos Customs real quick.
You see? So that's what I'm talking about. That's what they did with Gunner too, is they would teach me to do it, they would teach me to do it, but they wouldn't teach Gunner to do it. And
Yeah, and then that's like not fair because you're gonna be like, what about Gunner?
yeah.
You know? Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, so I would want to do it with both of my kids to be helpful later on in life, not just for their significant others, but later on in life. Because let's say that my son is at the age of 18 and he's like, I'm making good money, you guys. I want to move out. Maybe not 18, 19.
No. That's one thing I want to say too.
No, Garik.
No. I want to talk about it.
No, Garik.
That's just me.
Garik. You're saying this right now, but I promise you, once you have kids,
maybe. Okay,
it's gonna be completely different. Garik is sitting here and saying when his kids are.
Can I talk?
Go say it.
Sorry, but okay. So how I think of having a kid is like, okay, you're gonna have a kid, and think about this: you're gonna be taking care of a human for 18 years with your significant other, and you're gonna be sharing. Well, I'm gonna have to share my beautiful lady with, let's say, a son, for instance. I think like the knowledge and like the training and like everything that I'm gonna be doing with my son is gonna prepare him for this evil world. That's gonna be my job. If I fail, that's gonna be like a big failure in my life. Like I failed as a father, but I don't want to fail. I want to break that generational curse and be there for my kid. So by the time my kid is 18 years old, I'm going to expect them to move out of here, like get out of here. Like it's going to be just me and my lover again. But come visit us. We're going to live close. Like, you know what I mean? Like already like move on with your life. I expect my son to have a girl by then. And you know, just
No.
like, I don't expect my kids to be in the household forever because I would want us to be just me and you again one day.
But see, this also goes back to, let's say that I would never want to tell my kid what to do for a job also. I think that that's another big thing that parents do. I understand that you want the best for your kids. I really
I was supposed to be a heart doctor
that's
and a lawyer.
That's what my stepdad is.
And a professional flute player.
Yeah.
Or a clarinet player. None of that should happen.
Yeah.
I actually applied in elementary school for the clarinet. They gave me the triangle. How the disrespect.
But yeah, I wouldn't want to homeschool my kid. Okay, I would want to put my kid into a private school or a homeschool. And I would want my kid to want to choose what he wants to do. So let's say that they're 18 and they do come to us and they tell us like, Mom, Dad, I really like want to become a doctor like this. Now we have to support our kid on wanting to be a doctor, and becoming a doctor, that school takes years and they don't really start to make money until they like get their degree and go through all of those chapters of their life to start making money. So I think that at a certain age, if my kid is fully invested and fully capable of taking care of themselves, that's when I'll be like, okay, you want to leave the house because you can support yourself. I get it. I'm not going to stop you. That's what you have to do. I wouldn't ever want to keep the bird from flying out of the nest. I would never.
Yeah, if my son wasn't ready, I wouldn't just kick him out the house. Yeah. But like I would plan on like having him ready.
Yeah, but at the age of 18 is still way too young. Way too young.
Not for a dad like me.
No, it is way too young.
But all right, guys, that is it for today's podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed. We are going to be moving on to Patreon for an exclusive clip, and we're going to be talking about our wedding and something else. I'm not going to say it. It's juicy. So go on over to Patreon right here. Click the link. Go subscribe, and it's going to be down in the description. We also have an early access gang that gets everything on Instagram. That is completely free. It is in our bios or Britney's bio on Instagram. We have 120,000 members in there, and growing. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed episode 9. We talked about a little generational curses. I had to define myself. Like I had to second break, but I think we talked about a lot and got a lot of like.
Mm-hmm. We talked about everything that me and Garik have these really deep conversations sometimes to each other. We were talking about how we should start going to the bar a little bit more. Like just us, Yeah. We never get to do that. We were talking about that on, I think, a last podcast, that we never really get to do that, but that's because...
You better not shit in my face, my boy. No, but we hope you guys took a little bit of what we said about like how we want to parent and break a generational curse. And if you guys have like, let's say like you're a 16-year-old girl that had a kid, like maybe that gave you a little bit more like like.
And we're only saying that because my brother is 16 and he has a kid, and obviously he wasn't under my parental control because, he wasn't. I had moved out and things happened, but an unplanned baby is the biggest blessing. It says it.
Yeah, but an unplanned baby can like result in like you not being ready, and your kid is just.
I was just talking to somebody actually I just came back from Karen's bridal shower, and I was just talking to a bunch of parents that were there, and they were just talking to me about they always bring up my dogs. They're like, "Oh my God, you have 5 dogs. What the fuck? Like, that's crazy." And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Are you thinking about having kids? Are you thinking about having kids?" And I'm just like, not right now, but probably later, depending on what. As of right now, I don't want kids, but if
a kid pops out, a kid pops out.
Yeah, but I'm not planning for it right now. But I was talking to parents, and they were basically telling me that you're never fully prepared to have kids. There's never a full preparation that you can have for kids. Like,
I think dogs are a cool little experiment before kids.
Yeah, but there's no full preparedness that you have for a kid. You just gotta figure it the fuck out. You gotta figure it the fuck out, and you gotta just.
You both gotta figure it out.
Yeah. It doesn't take.
Yeah.
It doesn't take 1 to tango. It takes 2 to tango.
Yeah.
So
and 3 to tangled.
Hey, that's crazy. 3 to tangled, and that means like cheating, and that's when it gets tangled. That's crazy.
Man, now I know what that Disney movie was about.
But
we love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We love you guys. Comment down below some of your guys' generational curses. We will be reading it if you guys are comfortable with it. If not, like things you would want to fix. Like, we love to read comments. So, and yeah.
Or maybe generational curses that you've also kept following in that you like are changing now. Definitely want to hear about that. But yeah, we are going to be moving over to Patreon. If you guys really enjoyed watching all of this and you want to keep watching more, we're going to be moving over to Patreon. So go click that. We will catch you guys on the next one here on YouTube and on Spotify. Yes, we are also on Spotify now. I did want to mention that before we went. We are on Spotify now. You guys can go to our link tree in our bios, and it is in there. It will also be down below in the description, so you guys can click that link just in case you want to save it for any time that you're driving in the car, or you're maybe in the airport, or you're traveling somewhere and you want to listen to our podcast in your ears. You can always listen to our podcast on Spotify. That is now available. So we will catch you guys on the next one. We really hope that you guys loved this episode. We love talking about this. I feel like this is something that was just fun.
Yeah, we love you guys. Toodaloo.